I'll lose this one. I'm not really with it today, but we'll try. I'll try and make an effort. That's a usable set of iron. This map is not looking pleasant so far, though. Okay. I'm also going to have to change modes back to actually being on live instead of on the development build, because all the rules are different when prices are this different at the start of the game. What you can get away with varies so significantly. We found decent patches of carbon. Maybe we could go scavenger this game. There's a little aluminum here. Not a lot, though. But there's not a lot of anything anywhere is the thing. You know, it's all pretty bad. So I'm wondering if I just go scavenger with this. Try and make it work. There. That's a pretty basic scavenger start, fairly straightforward. Hopefully we'll be able to use it. Hopefully this isn't carbon right up here, because that would be frustrating. Oh, it is iron, though. Very good iron, realistically. This could have been a really nice spot for a robotic player. Like, if I'd seen this iron here, I probably would have just gone robotic, but I just found it too early is what it came down to. I should have been more patient. But I'm not so good at the being patient thing, really. It's not my style. Alright, this guy took this nice scientific spot. It's a really good scientific spot, realistically. Like, this is an amazing scientific spot that maybe I could have taken. Because it's got a nice bit of water, it's got a nice bit of silicon. He went ahead and took the good water away, which sucks for me, but that's just the way it is. We'll just take some silicon, we'll take some water ourselves, and maybe we'll just add to our aluminum, and then buy up what glass we need. So let's, aluminum. You know, whatever, man. You're the one who took the high water. You can deal. It's what you get for founding on that spot so late. Not my fault. Not my fault. You got in my way. I was here first, realistically. So, you know, just cool it. Pop chat back open. There we go. Whoa, what do I have going on in Steam right now? Oh. Gotcha. Man, people are willing to push way higher for these auctions these days. 24,000 is still a little bit rich for me most of the time, especially early game as a robotic player. That's going to be a little bit difficult to make use of. I mean, his aluminum's making him money, and his iron is managing to make him money as well. Mostly because the other two players are scientific, and then myself as a scavenger. That's why I think he's managing to go ahead and get away with this, but it's still kind of interesting. Black market's online. I actually have enough to go ahead and grab this cheap claim for 2,000, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I think I have the income to support it already. I could add to my water. That doesn't seem necessary, though. I could just grab up a bit more carbon. It's a lot of carbon to secure early in the game, 6 carbon. And obviously the price is already kind of low, so maybe I don't want to do that, but it is an option. Another simple option is to just go into something like power. Probably just some reasonable wind power. Like, this is actually a pretty good wind power spot, so I'll take it. I can move it into water later is why I like it.
Market is online.
Black market's online again. I could just grab another claim. Bam, another claim. More power. More power to me. Now I'm getting a bit nervous, though. Like, prices are starting to come down pretty heavily. We've got our other players catching up. They're going to be driving up the price on things like glass. This guy is already HQ, not this guy, sorry. This guy is already HQ level 3 because he bought up glass early based off of his massive amounts of steel and aluminum income. So he's ahead of us in upgrades, but we still have a decent number of claims. We've got the glass secured that we need, and we can kind of just keep selling water until we get to an upgrade at this point. I don't know if I want to push for another claim at this point. Power's doing all right for us, but it's not everything we need it to be in order to kind of sustain through. It's kind of just functional at the moment. One option I do have is to just grab another claim and throw down that third wind turbine to get a lot of power rolling in, but this guy's already got a geo up. This guy's getting a geo up. So I don't think I really want to do that. I'd rather just save it for the upgrade and maybe move into some solid glass production. And that could be a bit better, especially with these scientific players who are going to be far more inclined to do something like put down farms. It could work out. All right. We've got the upgrade. How much does glass cost me? Not too much. Yeah, that's only 3 claims still. All right. Let's go ahead and just get down the glass I was talking about. Fast as we can. Geothermal auction. I mean, we can pay a little bit for that. It's not worth a whole lot. Power's good, but the thing about this geothermal is it's all the way across the map for us, right? We don't really want it. We just want these two to fight over it a lot, hopefully. That's what we're hoping for. These two to drive it up to like, yeah, 16, 18. That's what we're looking for. That's okay. That's good. Now, obviously, they still have a geothermal after this, which kind of sucks. We'd rather they didn't. But, it's still not the end of the world. And hopefully we're going to be all right. I would love to be using the black market right now. But first, I feel like I need to get this glass furnace all the way put down. Selling carbon's not going to help with that. I have no idea why I just did that. Sell aluminum. There we go. 3 glass furnaces. Those all put together with their adjacency bonuses should make me some decent amount of money. And then we can consider buying up another claim pretty soon here. We'll just sell everything and do it. Another claim. This can go into, I think, carbon. And with any luck, that'll be good for us. Now, our water isn't worth much, but that's okay. It will be later. Food is worth a lot, but we can get into food fairly easily, especially because we already have the water. Herbert's actually gone into reactors fairly quickly, so that pushes us even more toward food. And we should be able to upgrade before too terribly long based on all the production that we have right now. We just need to make sure the glass keeps creating. It's only at $44 right now. So that kind of pushes us even more toward food. Just getting to use this glass up instead of having to sell it would be helpful. But we're making good progress here. Hopefully we'll be level 5 before long. And we don't want to sell any more glass than we absolutely have to, because we want to leave that price higher to kind of encourage others away from that food market we're trying to get into. Like this guy's also gone into electrolysis. That's perfect for us. If they just want to keep moving that way, we should be all set to just stay in this game just fine. But note how I'm trying not to sell glass in particular. I can sell just a little bit, mostly because I need to in order to keep making the glass. There we go. We've got the upgrade. I can put down 3 glass furnaces with that. Somebody's upset about the black market. That's fine. Most importantly, though, not glass furnaces. I can put down 3 food with that. Don't need any more carbon, I don't think, but we might want to add to our water, because we are going to be consuming quite a bit of water. Another option is to just go ahead and add to our silicon, though, in order to keep this glass online just fine. I don't know how much longer we're going to stick in this glass, but man, the food is good. All right. Sell more glass, grab another claim. Put down more food. Asimov getting hit by black market a lot. Well, he is a robot, so, you know, robots are super easy to target with black market, so that shouldn't be any real surprise. Obviously, we need to keep using the black market from this point forward this game. Like, black market's crazy important. These should go for quite a bit of money, realistically, because Herbert has super exposed production, both in glass and in electrolysis. So these are worth quite a bit of money. Quite a bit of money on these. Glass is still going to be the best thing to steal if it can be pulled off, but it's not guaranteed you'll be able to do it. So if we get them, we'll probably just plant them like right here. Why is this shipping? Oh no, that's fuel coming in. Okay, I understand. That's fine. We'll go to 20. 24,000. I think we can let it go for 24,000 because we don't need to protect ourselves at all from pirates, right? All of our valuable stuff is already linked up to our base. We just have water and silicon and aluminum coming in. None of those are worth a whole lot. They mostly were acquired in order to allow us to keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. One thing I do want to do at some point is move into an engineering lab. I need this goon squad immediately. But I'm feeling pretty good so far about this game. It's gone reasonably well. I haven't really played out to the late game at all. Like, I haven't played for the late game at all. But I'm hoping that's going to be okay. We could upgrade. That'll get me targeted a bit if I upgrade right away. So I'm kind of holding off just a bit. I'll probably grab a claim off the black market, throw it out in an engineering lab, get that started working for me. And then after that, if I can upgrade and throw down some buildings, I will. Which it looks like I pretty much can. Like I can upgrade, farm, water pump. Those should all be good. The glass is recovering, which is good, which is nice. Obviously this guy has glass coming in, which is not, but whatever. You do what you can with what you got. Food's coming down. He's also in food, which is kind of frustrating. He's in all the right markets. He's in all the same markets as we are, even a little bit better because he's scientific and he doesn't have to collect so many resources. But we're just going to go ahead and drop a little power surge on him. There's a power shortage. That is interesting. We can go ahead and add to our power a little bit. Let's see. I think this will actually add more power because this isn't much better and this gives me more adjacency bonuses, so we'll just go with it. And we could beef up our food production. That should be fine. Herbert's trying to buy into Asimov. So I'll tell you what, we'll buy into Herbert just a little bit. We could also start buying into Clark, whose debt has gotten completely out of control. Herbert can't quite finish it off at this point, which is good. He's also, Asimov is trying to get into Clark, interestingly enough. Man, this power, this is just insane. All right, fine then. We will just do some of this. I didn't expect power to go that high. That was ridiculous. I should have been paying more attention to power this whole time. We'll go ahead and beef up our power production a bit. Clark has defended himself quite heavily, which is interesting. We'll just keep buying into him. I see no reason to stop. 118,000 is what it would take to get Clark. We can also buy into some of Herbert. His power should be pretty solid. I don't know if there's any power we can actually take down because these should be gooned, but one of them might not be. That one in particular. That was a bad time to do that. I should have waited for the auction to end and then done it, but that was just a stupid mistake. Come on, give it to me for 5. Oh, that's crazy. Can't believe I actually just got that claim for 5,000. Now, this food is almost certainly just costing me money, most of it. Yep, heavily costing me money at this point is what this food is doing. We're upgrading power production. That's fantastic. Exactly the kind of thing we need to be doing. Not sure what we can move into here. Reactors might be a decent bet, but water's quite expensive. Thankfully, we have a lot of water coming in. We have a claim left over. We could just go into electronics, and that might be worthwhile as well. Another option is to just throw down this Offworld that we know is going to be valuable. Put it somewhere like right here. And then figure out what to do with all of these. Because, like, we're planning on sending oxygen, let's say. We can plan on sending oxygen. That's just fine. So maybe we just move all of these into reactors in the short term anyway. Or we could just wait a moment, food pops back up, and we can turn them all back online. Let's see. We're upgrading power production. We can do that again. Sure, why not? Look at all the power we have coming in right now, especially off this mutiny. It's absolutely fantastic. 148,000 is what we need to push to finish off Clark. That's looking like a very nice thing to do indeed. A nice little power surge takes down our carbon, which actually hurts quite a bit because carbon's very, very expensive right now, and hits part of our food, which is also not very nice, but not the end of the world. Silicon is fantastic as everybody moved into solar panels, I imagine. Yep. To try and take advantage of this high power price, so that's absolutely just wonderful for us. And now we've got an Offworld set up. We have 2 bases secured with a significant amount of power production. We even have this nice electronics production that we can start upgrading with. We can throw down another Offworld market if we so choose. Not sure I need it right now, so we're going to kind of not do that immediately. Another great option is to start buying up my own stock so I don't just get myself dead. I'd also like to get a Pat Lab down. Must be connected to HQ. That's not who I bought. Who did I buy? Hold on. I bought this red player. Never mind. We don't have that electronics production. For some reason, I thought I'd bought Asimov because that was the original goal, and then I just wasn't paying attention, so sorry about that. Everybody, you can make fun of me for that all you want. Keep sending on the Offworld. Didn't I not? I never got this send going on the Offworld, did I? There we go. Now it's sending. We'll re-goon squad it. This power does not need to be power anymore. It can totally go into electronics because I talked about doing that anyways. Carbon's a bit on the expensive side, but we should have some coming in before too long, so hopefully that's going to be all right. And we can even upgrade, let's upgrade carbon production for the time being. How much power do we have? All of this is not where it needs to be. Okay. Let's turn this into iron in the short term because it looks like it's getting pirated. And then we'll move it into something else later.
Pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
I mean, I'll bid on pirates. I don't know why I thought I had the robot player. I thought about buying the robot player, and I just never bought the robot player. So why did I think I'd bought the robot player? It's just ridiculous. 10,000. Electronics are still good. A hacker array is also a rather distinct option because I can get to an upgrade fairly easily right now. It's pretty cheap because steel is so cheap. I just let those go for 12,000. I guess that's fine. Not too worried about it. Let's see. What do we have set up that's actually interesting here? We don't need all of this. This doesn't need to be what it is. This can just go into reactors, for example. That should be just fine.
We caught the dirty
We have 4 claims left still. Steel is also an option. Obviously, we can't throw steel down here, but we can throw it down up here and just make some steel based off of that. That could be good. Hacker array is something I talked about. Yep, EMP is fine. It hurts our carbon, obviously, and our carbon's extremely valuable, but we still have our Offworld running. We have all kinds of other stuff going as well. Food shortage. Yeah, we can raise that price a bit. I'm not seeing much food production down anywhere. Just a little bit for Asimov, which is very far away and not particularly valuable. I'm losing iron to piracy. Guess what? I don't care in the slightest. Alright, electronics are still kind of okay-ish. Not all that good because our carbon keeps getting interrupted. But that's okay. Look at all this food value. Herbert's buying our stock. I don't think he has enough to get too much of it right now. Yeah, we're fine. So we'll just grab a little bit more of our own stock. Keep this Offworld launching. We might need to get more carbon. Loath as I am to say it. We could actually just grab a goon squad and plant it here. That would help. I didn't notice they'd torn through that goon squad too. Shoot, I can't repair that very easily. I didn't have thinking machines yet, which is like what I was thinking about doing at some point. Getting thinking machines. We can't get carbon scrubbing because Herbert already has it, unfortunately. But we can keep upgrading our carbon production here to help out. Now, this Offworld is going to cost a ridiculous amount to repair, so we may just leave it there in the short term while we make money on this carbon. I'm just going to do it. I don't even care. 3 carbon, sure. We have more claims if we absolutely need them. These electronics are almost certainly burning money. Let's get rid of them. The food is decent. The electrolysis is a lot better. The food is hurt because of the dust storm right now. This is still frozen. Okay, that's fine. Keep getting hit by EMPs over and over and over again, which hurts. It hurts. I don't like it. What can we actually hit on of another player's that is pretty decent? Like, these chem labs are okay. This food really isn't. I let Asimov get way too much of my stock purchased. I should have gotten that last little bit for myself. There was no excuse for that. Hacker array is available. I kind of want to use carbon in the short term, so I'm not sure I want to hack carbon. What I could do is just surplus chems. That could help out significantly. Let's keep upgrading this carbon production, because man is it good. Can't believe carbon's gone quite this insane. We could upgrade Nixon again for more claims. Do I want more claims? What do I want to do with more claims if I have new claims? I could add to electronics production. I could get another engineering lab down. I could think about more off-world markets after we get this one repaired. I'll go ahead and grab a goon, protect that. Get it started repairing, even though carbon's still very expensive. Because carbon should be coming down before too long, and I'd rather just have the off-world online, quite frankly. Okay. This power's all doing just fine. How much power do I actually have? I have this geotherm as well. Okay. Glass is actually pretty good right now. But I'm hoping we can turn these electronics back on. There we are. The electronics are doing just fine. I don't want to beef up his electronics production is the thing. That's why I'm not really upgrading that. This food is almost certainly costing us money. Don't want to be doing that at all. Let's just move all the food into a bunch of glass. There we go. Engineering lab. Keep getting me that carbon production. We're on 20 a second. That might be a bit too much. But you know what? If we flood the carbon market, we can just move into more off-worlds. And the off-worlds should be pretty strong. So I'm fairly comfortable with it. Let's see. What can we blow up? We can try blowing that up. Yep, that should help. That'll slow them down a bit. See, look at this carbon price. It's nothing now. It's nothing. We can go ahead and move into an off-world at this point, I think. Because we're nowhere close to getting bought out or buying anyone out. So let's go ahead, upgrade, off-world. We got thinking machines done. We could go for slant drilling. Not too interested in that. I guess it'd be okay. We have a lot of water coming in. We could up that pretty significantly. Okay. Keep sending with the off-world, please. Let's keep sending oxygen. Just get a couple of them going. And we'll regoon it again. It's only 30,000. That's hopefully all right. Surplus on steel on the way. That's okay. Not too worried about it. Glass is doing absolutely wonderfully. Let's go ahead, not surplus. Let's short glass. This guy has glass coming in, but we have more, so I'm thinking we'll still get the benefit out of it a little bit better. All this carbon production. We've gone completely insane on carbon, right? But that was kind of the point, because we knew we wanted to get a bunch of off-worlds online. So I'm still okay with it, because look at this. All right, look, we've got 4 off-worlds up. And we're going to have plenty of carbon to make that work. Now, we might need to move these into something else before too long. But we made it work for now. And now we can even maybe add to our electronics production. We can start beefing that up a bit better. Oxygen production is currently getting improved. We're making money in a bunch of different places. Let's make sure that we take that on back. Thank you very much. That is actually my Offworld and not yours. So go away, please. Gets blown up. We'll just repair it. We have the cash for that. That was the whole point of everything we've been doing. That we would have the cash to deal with things like that. And I'm thinking, let's see, we've still got this glass short coming in, which we should be able to make work reasonably well. The Offworlds are still sending fairly consistently. Oh, stock gets sold. Totally fine with that.
The black market is online.
I wonder if he was trying to protect himself or something. That's not how you protect yourself, if that's what he was going for. These have been useless like this whole time. Let's just make them into solar panels for the time being. See if we can get a little more done with them. And I wanted to move these into oxygen.
Our hackers have compromised the trading servers.
So now we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't even care. We've already gotten all the benefit we're going to out of that hack. There we go. I really should have put another engineering lab down a long time ago. Let's see. We're getting mutinied again. Let's take it back. Thank you very much. There we are. We should be fairly well set for this game now. I'm actually going to move these reactors into farms because I want food income still, but I wanted more oxygen income. I was more concerned about the oxygen income. So I wanted this area to be devoted to oxygen because it was worth a lot of money, and I wanted this area to be devoted to farms because it's worth not quite as much money, and we can make it work. And it'll be all right. Okay. Now, we should be fairly well set for this game. We're a little bit behind in the stock area, but man, are we ahead in the Offworlds. Like, this Offworld race is ridiculous, and I'm actually thinking I just want to keep shorting steel at this point after this food short, just to drive that price up and keep him out of those lucrative buildings. Obviously, oxygen is still really, really good, and it would be nice to kind of shut down some of his oxygen income, but regardless, we're still doing well right now. Let's actually shut down the super valuable ones right here. There we go. And this game should be just about wrapped up. We committed a lot to making these Offworlds work. We got them all online. We're just against one scientific player. He can't completely shut us down. Obviously, we overcommitted to carbon, right? But I'm not even sure I care. Actually, I'm 100% sure that I don't care. Let's put it that way. And we can, yeah, sure, let's make these farms. Whatever. That's fine. It's totally fine. Keep upgrading that oxygen production. We won't do anything with the patent lab. Game should be just about over. We're just kind of waiting for these off-world sends to go ahead and finish it up. We can actually go ahead and get rid of the patent lab here. Turn it into another engineering lab. Keep that working. What the heck we're doing? Food. Let's buy into food. We'll buy into all the food. He doesn't have any food. This should be totally fine. We might even have enough at this point. Oh yeah, we have plenty. More than enough. Don't we? Hold on. What happened to our resources? I was sure we had more than that in resources. Maybe I'm just crazy. It's fine. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he sold right before we did because we hit 100% and it tanked a bunch of our prices. That's entirely possible. Maybe I just saw wrong and I can't read numbers because that's also entirely possible. In any case, we should have it now. GG. Alright, a couple missteps here and there, but we got off to a decent scavenger start, and man, were we able to use it with those off-world markets. Alright. This buy was actually the real crucial point of that game, getting this buy on red here, this red scientific player, who had a pretty good starting spot, but didn't get to use it because we got in the way, quite frankly. I'm trying to remember exactly what made that buy happen. Some of it was the power short. That was very helpful. The power short, because we were already in a little bit of power. We were able to just reinforce that power before it dropped like a stone here, and then just kind of stayed there the rest of the game. So that worked out well. It also worked out well that we were able to make food work pretty effectively through here by just being the first one into it, and everybody else kind of went for reactors. So that was kind of nice. And that all worked out just fine. It was a reasonable game. I got to do what I like to do. I got to just kind of sit back. Yeah, a superconductor and 4 solar panels. I wonder which of us actually made more on power. Yeah, I made way more on power because I had 3 solar panels, 2 geotherms, and 3 wind turbines. Yeah. So I think you got into it, but I already had it well on the way down at that point because I got the buy right around the time that power short was going on, right? It was pretty close to that time. And so I was pretty well set up for the power before it actually went down. And I think I made a significant amount of money based on that, and that was seriously helpful for the game. Let's see, I bought a lot of food, I sold a lot of food. This is completely lying to us, I think. Like, I didn't make just 2,400 on World. Something's going wonky here. I don't know exactly what, though. Maybe I just didn't sell all the food at the end. I'm not entirely sure. But I made more than 2,400 on World. Maybe it was because I made such a significant amount on power, and once we wrap that in, it looks a little bit better. This still looks a bit ridiculous right now, though. Maybe I just lost a lot on food at one point. Like, if you sold out of food, and then I lost a lot in food, but then the shortage came through anyway, and I was totally fine. That could explain a lot of what my confusion was that game. Anyways. Let's do another.